Hey everybody, what's going on? Eric here, and in this video I'm going to be showing a little bit of a program that a friend of mine made to help people learn a little bit more about guitar, possibly doing some music theory, and show how easy this program is to use, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, what's going on? Eric here, and I hope everyone is doing well. In this video, a friend of mine, George Banketas, made a program or an app for the PC. Its kind of intentions were for possibly cell phones, but right now he has it working for the PC. Him and his friend created a program to help people with music theory and to understand guitar notes and everything, patterns a lot better than, what they could be doing on their own. It's a program to help you. And he shared the program with me as far as, showing me the ins and outs and the ropes with it. And I actually have a copy of that program, which I got to thank him very much for, because you know what? This is actually going to help me out a lot too, as far as learning patterns, chords, and everything else. So let's go over to the laptop. This is going to be a split screen video, and let's take a look at this program. So right now I'm going to open up Cyber Screen Recorder, and it's not going to be showing my whole desktop, but it will be showing the portion that you need to see, right? Alright, so I'm doing the screen sharing now, and I'm going to go over to Guitar Practice, which this is a shortcut of the original executable that is buried in the program files for this program. And basically what I did, instead of copying and pasting it, I copied it and made it as a shortcut to the desktop. So open up that program. So right away you can see the layout is basically guitar related, which looks pretty cool. Now the only thing I do have to say, that I hope he makes the changes, is the pick guard that is on the guitar that is in the picture, the background picture of this, kind of gets in the way with some of the text that is in the program itself. So that might be either change the color of the text or do something with the pick guard to kind of, or change the picture depending on how he wrote the program. I don't know how easy that is for him to do so, but if he got this far with it, then this can't be too hard for him at all. So as you can see, it says Guitar Practice app. Again, this possibly was supposed to be for cell phones, something portable, but right now it works on Windows 10 and Windows 7. So Session 3 and Session 4 are basically under construction, as you can see. So there's nothing really in those folders as far as anything that has to do with the program right now. Session 1 and Session 2. Session 2 is still under construction, but it has major and minor scales under Session 2. So let's click that. So this is a little idea of what's in this program and how it works. So let's go to A. The key of A, you have major and you have minor. Let's go to minor. All right, this is showing you basically those keys for the A major. Now, if you click the pattern, right now it's not set up for this one, but there are some other parts of the program that are set up to where if you click on the pattern itself, it'll actually play the tone of that pattern. So let's go back. Let's go into Session 1. So you have finger exercises, basic. 3 different patterns. Click pattern 1. This is pattern 1. Basically, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4 scale using each string, and you can go up and down the neck with this if you like. Now, the nice thing about this is finger exercises are always great. You end up getting a little bit more stamina, speed, strength, and muscle memory as well. So let's go to pattern 2. Changes it up a little bit. Same thing up and down the neck. 1, 2, 2 separate strings, and 3, 4. Pattern number 3. Again, different, changing things up a little bit more and giving you a little bit of a different pattern. Again, building up stamina, speed, and strength, and muscle memory. Go back. Intervals. So we'll go to, say, A, we'll select major, and this gives you those keys in intervals. And again, some of this is supposed to be part of music theory as well to help with that. Keys. So I'll go to key of A, and again, we'll go to major, and here is key of A. Let's go to key of B. See? So you see where I'm getting at here. Now let's go to the next one and go to A, and let's hit major. So this will show you those patterns and which ones are the roots. So this is at the 9th fret, this would be at the nut, this would be at the 2nd fret. That's the reason why there's a number at this bar right here, while we're at that fret. Now if I click this, it doesn't give me the sound yet. That's something that's being worked on. So if I go back and I go to beginning chords and I sit there and say, okay, let's check out A and a major chord. Click it. And you hear what that major chord is before you play it yourself. This way, if you're doing something wrong or something doesn't quite sound right, you can kind of like fix that on your own. Now, the dark bar here is basically the nut. If this was at a certain fret, it would tell you what fret off to the side it was. So let's go to B, and I'll play. So you hear that tone as well. C. Then you can go to E, same thing. F. So you know where I'm going at with this, all right? So let's go back. Power chords. Who doesn't like power chords? I know I love power chords. So let's go to A, and this shows you the key of A as far as the power chords and where they're at. Also, your B shows you the B power chords, C power chords, and so on. I mean, it gives you everything here as far as basically a power chord chart. So let's go to barrel chords. Let's choose A and minor. Now this is not set up to where you can hear that pattern yet. Not yet. I guess this is still being worked on. So it tells you what fret you're at. Say on this one here, you're at the 9th fret, and it shows you the pattern as far as where to put your fingers and where the roots are. So let's go back. Progressions. Again, key of A. Now you have 1, 3, 5. Now this is where it gets a little bit goofy as far as the pick guard getting in the way as far as the reading what these numbers are. Now I can't really see. I see the 1, I see the 2, and the 5, but I can't tell what the next number is. But we'll click it anyways, and we'll go to C. And it gives you what those patterns are as well for progressions. And each one of them is different. So he's got this set up pretty nice and pretty easy to help you learn some music theory and how to play guitar a little bit as far as knowing what you're doing and what the notes are. Chord transitions. And it gives you a nice list here. Here again, the pick guard kind of gets in the way a little bit. So maybe if you might want to adjust that, or maybe the contrast of the picture, maybe dumb it down a little bit to where it's more black and white, shaded, darker, so you can kind of read. You can tell it's an E, but it makes it a little bit difficult. Octave shapes. Now again, these are not set up to click on to hear what those octave shapes are. And again, for each key, it's set up. So a lot of work went into this, and I gotta sit there and say, yeah, this was a good idea. Pentatonics, so you have A, major or minor. Let's go to minor. And it shows you the pentatonics as far as, now it doesn't give you a sound again, it's something that's being worked on. But I have to say, this is a very nice program for people who are learning guitar, who wants to learn a little bit about guitar theory, notes, the sounds, where they're located, how to play them. I gotta hand it to him. Like I said, I've already gotten permission to do this video for him about this, and I gotta say, this is a really nice program. It's still under construction, so it's not fully, there's still some bugs in it that need to be worked out, but it's a great damn idea for this. And I'm hoping he does something with it, and possibly makes a little bit of money off of it too at the same time. He should be compensated for his work, I gotta say. And this would be a nice program to have, again, for anybody who's learning to play guitar. So thanks for watching. You guys take care and have a good one. Behave. Take care of each other. Later.